Hello, Soberinos, and welcome to this week's Friday Fix. A lot of us, when we are drinking, or in the early days of having stopped drinking, or when we're thinking about stopping drinking, can feel like we're missing out on something if we're not drinking. It can feel, and it certainly felt to me when I first stopped drinking, like I was missing out. If my friends were going out for drinks, if my mates were going to the bar, if there was a family occasion, if there was a gig going on, my other half plays saxophone, blues sax, blues harmonica. He used to play in a lot of bands and we used to go to a lot of gigs, still do occasionally. And going to things like that, going out for meals, it used to feel sometimes, often, like I was missing out because I wasn't going to be getting on the same high as everybody else. I wasn't going to be losing my inhibitions. I wasn't going to have that alcohol-induced self-confidence and sociability. It used to feel to me as if by not drinking, I was really missing out on loads of stuff. And this is a common story. This is a common story for people who stop drinking, is that it can feel like a lack of something. It can feel like missing out. And the opposite of that is true. What I'm going to put to you today is that that's just not true. The opposite of that is true. We miss out on far, far more when we are drinking than we do when we're not. So if I think of all the things that I was missing out on when I was drinking that I am able to do in my life now, the list is endless. I'm able to seize the day with both hands when I wake up in the mornings. I'm able to stick to commitments I've made. If I have a hair appointment, if I have a work meeting, if I'm meeting up with friends or family, none of those appointments get cancelled like they used to when I was drinking, because I'd be hungover and feeling crap. So I would juggle things about. I would reorganise a lot of the time just because I was feeling so rubbish. None of that happens anymore. I get to stick to my commitments. I get to stick to my fitness habits and routines. I get to work out first thing in the morning. I get to go for my daily walks because there's nothing else. When I was drinking, it used to be that the drink was pulling me away from those things. I'd be thinking about drinking and it would be pulling me away from going for the walk. What's easier than going for a walk? Sitting down and opening a bottle of wine. I get to do all of those fitness and health things. I get to stick to my healthy eating commitments because I'm not in that hungover state where I need to just fill my body with unhealthy carbohydrate heavy foods, sugary foods. I get to choose. I get to be in control of what foods I put into my body. I get to look after my body more. I get to enjoy conversations with friends and family at social events in a really authentic way where I'm 100% present in the room, giving my attention to the person I'm talking to, rather than half giving my attention to them and half of my mind is thinking about the next drink or the fact that I'm not drunk enough yet and I need to keep on drinking. I get to commit to those conversations and those interactions 100%. And guess what? Those relationships get better. So I'm more in control of what I put into my body, my nutrition. I'm more in control of looking after my body, my fitness. I'm more present and engaged in the social relationships, family relationships that I have around me. I get to commit to things and stick to those commitments. I get to enjoy all sorts of opportunities like holidays that in the past would have been just an excuse to get absolutely wasted. Nowadays, when I go for a weekend away, or I go for a holiday or a break, or I go for lunch with someone, I am just enjoying it for what it is. I'm enjoying the event itself rather than the event is kind of a secondary thing to the main event, which would have been the drinking. So I get to enjoy all of that and experience it and be fully present in it. I get to create the future life I want. I get to make my life the best it can be. I get to choose how I want my future life to be and to take action and to take steps to make it happen because I'm in control of myself. I'm in control of how I respond to events, how I react to things that happen around me, how I respond to the shit that life throws at me. I'm able to respond to what life throws at me and be in control of the way I do it. And I get to do all of this. I get to live my life to the fullest because I'm living it sober, because I haven't got alcohol getting in the way. And the reason that I'm sharing this so positively and enthusiastically with you is because I really want to drive the point home that even though it can sometimes feel like you're missing out because you're not drinking, that's just not true. You are gaining more than you are missing out. And it's just a case of flipping your mind to reframe it. And okay, to maybe acknowledge that this feels uncomfortable, that this feels awkward at first, that it's something that you're going to have to get used to and practice some more before it gets really comfortable. But the gains that you get in your life far, far outweigh any discomfort that you might feel in the early days. So, a little bit of a motivator for you today, a little bit of reassurance that everything you're gaining in your life is so much greater than anything you might be losing. I will look forward to catching up with you in the Saturday Share tomorrow in the Go Get Sober Facebook group. But in the meantime, look after yourself and let's go get sober together. Bye.